I sit, curled up with my laptop and a cup of coffee, exploring the internet, as is my custom, when I am quickly overwhelmed by images. A young girl sent home from school for wearing shorts longer than those worn by the boys' cross-country team. A young man, battered and bruised, was kicked out on the streets because his family found out he was bi. A single mom posts a picture of her two adorable children, citing them as her only source of hope as she works herself to the bone at her 3 jobs. The image of a star-spangled man fed up with the injustice in his hometown is burned into my eyes as I read about stories with children, eyes wide, hands outstretched, begging for something to put into their empty stomachs. Sexism, racism, abandonment, extinction. These people cry out, "Revolution!" they beg. "We cannot live like this anymore. To do so surely means death." But the cacophony of chaos rings in my ears. I am hesitant. I paid attention in my AP history classes. Revolutions breed violence, fear, war, and death. And while a tidal wave of change may seem necessary, I remember the damage done by flooding, hurricanes, and tsunamis. Just one does a bit of good in the sense of cleansing, so to speak, but the cleanup afterward takes years, not just weeks. "I love you" is all but screamed in my head. It pains my being to know that these things keep happening. But my soul cannot bear the thought of the collateral damage that a tidal wave of change would bring. Surely there has to be a better answer. A true revolutionary force, I think to myself, isn't one that explodes. It is one that is constantly flowing, moving, changing the world around us. It's not a tidal wave, it's a river. But instead of being composed of water, this river of revolution is composed of love. Because just like water, love is a necessary part of the human condition. And it's not bottled up and used in one explosive moment, but flows from one person to another to another. This is the revolution we need. For who can spell revolution without love? There are so many things on this planet that need to be reminded they are loved. The people, animals, plants, ocean, air, dirt, you name it, it needs love. Just like Charlie Brown's little Christmas tree. And when little tributaries of love work together to form a river, there is nothing that can stop its power. We can prepare for natural disasters, clean up after them and write them down in the history books and let them fade from memory. But rivers leave a mark that not even mountains can forget. While it will be a tedious process to set up this ever-moving, ever-flowing, revolutionary river of revolutionary love, it is imperative that we do so our lives can be continually made better, that our society will endure, that our species will exist. Rivers ebb and flow, changing the world without anyone noticing it. And by the time someone does, there is nothing anyone can do to change it back. Much like our time here on this planet, the water in the river is constantly moving forward. It cannot see how moving one speck of dirt or one little pebble can alter the course of history. But as the waters continue to flow and the years continue to pass, future generations will come and sit down with their cups of coffee and learn about the people with the laptops and see how we created a revolutionary river of love that ultimately shaped the landscape that they now call home.